At sunrise, the desert awakens in silence, holding life where survival seems impossible. Across North America, deserts are not empty lands. They are living worlds. Every track in the sand tells a story of hunger, danger, and adaptation. Small animals begin the day early, feeding before the heat becomes dangerous. With powerful legs and giant ears, the jackrabbit is built for speed and cooling. The coyote is one of the desert's smartest survivors. It hunts, scavenges, listens, and learns from every sound around it. In the quiet desert morning, wild turkeys search for food, proving that even dry lands can shelter surprising life.
On the ground, the Roadrunner moves like a desert hunter with wings. Fast, sharp-eyed, and fearless, it can strike before its prey escapes.
Reptiles use the desert sun like fuel for their bodies. When danger comes, the chuckwalla disappears into stone. The Gila monster is rare, powerful, and one of the desert's most famous reptiles. Its bright colors warn predators to keep their distance. Protected by a natural suit of armor, the armadillo searches the desert floor for insects, moving quietly through the fading heat. In the shade, a rattlesnake waits with perfect patience.
In the shade, a rattlesnake waits with perfect patience.
The kangaroo rat can live with almost no drinking water. Speed and timing can mean the difference between life and death. When rain finally arrives, the desert transforms almost overnight. For a short time, flowers feed insects, birds, and the entire desert chain. Tiny wings beat like thunder as hummingbirds drink sweet desert nectar. Inside the cactus, an elf owl finds a safe desert home. As daylight fades, new hunters take control of the sky. The great horned owl watches the desert with silent power. Its flight is nearly soundless, giving prey little warning. At night, even the smallest desert creatures become hunters. The tarantula moves carefully, saving energy in the cool night air.
The kit fox is a ghost of the desert, light-footed and silent.
Larger animals travel far to find food and water. In the desert, a small spring can support an entire world. Desert bighorn sheep survive where cliffs replace shelter. Their balance is extraordinary, even on dangerous mountain slopes. During mating season, strength decides the future. The sound of impact echoes through the canyon. The sound of impact echoes through the canyon. Above the desert floor, a hidden predator waits. The mountain lion is rarely seen, but its presence shapes the desert. Gambel's quail move together, quick and alert.
For the young, staying close is the first rule of survival.
The desert tortoise lives slowly, wisely, and close to the earth. Underground, it escapes heat that could be deadly above. By midday, the desert becomes a furnace. Most wildlife disappears, waiting for the sun to weaken. Plants survive by guarding every drop of moisture. Cactus fruit becomes food for birds, insects, and mammals.
Birds peck at the sweet pulp. Ants crawl across fruit.
Mammals forage on the fallen fruit. Javelinas travel in groups, using numbers for protection. Even sharp cactus spines cannot stop a hungry desert animal. Above the heat, vultures ride invisible columns of rising air. They clean the desert, returning life back to the land. The sidewinder travels with a strange motion made for burning sand. Its tracks remain like writing across the desert floor. The collared lizard flashes color in the world of stone and dust.
When it runs, it can rise like a tiny desert dinosaur. Burrows are underground cities, cooler and safer than the surface. Here, they find refuge from the desert heat. A complex social world thrives below.
One warning call can save many lives. From above, the red-tailed hawk sees movement others miss. In the desert, even cactus can become a hunter's lookout. The survivors know when to move and when to vanish. Then, after weeks of dryness, the sky finally breaks. Rain is more than weather here. It is a signal for life to begin again. Water arrives fast, carving the desert with sudden power. Some animals wait underground for months, rising only when rain returns. Their voices fill the night, turning silence into a desert chorus. For a brief season, the desert wears color like a living blanket. Migrating insects use these blooms as fuel on long journeys. As the sky darkens, bats pour into the evening air.
Some cactus depend on bats to carry pollen from bloom to bloom. The bat feeds on nectar, then flies to the next flower, pollinating as it goes. This vital partnership ensures the cactus can reproduce.
The giant saguaro feeds the desert with fruit, flowers, and shelter. Woodpeckers carve homes into cactus walls. Small birds nesting in old cactus holes. When they leave, other animals move in, reusing the shelter. The bobcat is patient, quiet, and perfectly camouflaged. It hunts by becoming part of the landscape. As evening cools the land, the desert begins to move again. Coyotes call across the open land, marking territory and family. Seeds are treasure, stored carefully for dry days ahead. Above the desert, the night sky opens with endless stars. Even dangerous animals avoid wasting energy. For desert parents, every hunt is also a promise to the young. The next generation learns through play, movement, and curiosity. After rain, the tortoise feeds while the desert is generous. On the mountains, herds move with ancient confidence. Some animals are known mostly by the signs they leave behind. Canyons protect water, shade, and hidden life. Where water flows, the desert becomes a narrow paradise. Even insects become jewels in the desert light. At a spring, many species meet without wasting a moment. A mule deer drinks, then lifts its head to survey the surroundings. Birds flutter in to drink, and all share their resources. The desert is harsh, but never lifeless. Every creature here carries a lesson in patience, strength, and survival. As darkness settles, the desert prepares for another hidden night of life. This is North American desert wildlife, beautiful, powerful, and alive against all odds.